just be here whenever you're back to a new Gumball review. And if you haven't watched, go and check it out. We're back with the next two episodes of Season 2 of the Wonderfully Weird World of Gumball. But overall, Season 8 of the other, if you count the other seasons. And yeah, we go with the next two episodes, and we start with another interesting one. And it starts with Richard sweating, like he's actually doing work outside, but no, he's got the car and the lawnmower tied to the back of it. And we see Harold just working out and just showing that he's getting his steps in. And then Gumball and Darwin are smelling something, and they look outside and just seeing the two dads fighting with each other. And Nicole is angry when Richard made a deal of whoever loses the bet has to pay the other's bills. And Richard makes this not very looking healthy food. And yeah, we see this buffer, which is quite funny. And he swears that he is going to try to get in shape by a day. And yeah, Nicole wears the watch and is all happy, and then gets stopped by this car that's going slow, and she's starting to lose her temper and trying to go, around it, and she's just losing it, and then it's an old man just sleeping and backs into her, and yeah, she is just starting to try to not lose her temper, and then they get to the mall, and she finds a parking spot, and then he goes and squeezes in between it, and yeah, she's just getting sparks, and then her skirt is caught in between the cars, and she throws the watch, but then not only her watch, her actual skirt, so her bloomers, her panties are showing, and everybody is says in the parking lot. Very humiliating. And yeah, Gumball sees the watch, which is his turn to wear it, and tries to pull it out. And yeah, it has an eye on it, watching him, trying to drink some water. And then when it comes to sleeping, it's watching him sleep. And then trying to get some walks, trying to eat, even just trying to breathe. And yeah, Darwin finds him all dried, which, yeah, it can't detect Darwin. And he's got this very, like, whole random land inside of his body. And yeah, Darwin just tells NIEs that she should wear it, which she agrees to take it. And yeah, she's doing some runs, and apparently she sees that something is up with it. And apparently she thought she ran a whole mile, or so many miles, but no, she just ran all the way from the steps, the porch, all the way to almost to the end of the walkway of the house. Like her poor little legs, though. And yeah, they're just awing. And yeah, Richard just getting the car and just dragging her all the way to the front. And yeah, they're just their faces though, and them just being all sad and stuff. And Richard just falling asleep, and Gumball says maybe they can, trick the watch to making him seem like he's in shape. And yeah, they're doing all these different things, making it seem like he is able to do it, right? To get in shape. And quite interesting, too. And even showing this show, which saying that it's real life, or the news, making him melt, and showing this error. And then, yeah, Harold comes, and oh my goodness, yeah, he looks all fit. But no, in reality, it's just them holding in his fat, which he gets knocked back, and getting an ambulance called, which he still won the bet. And at the end, his pants fall down in his underwear, which we have a blur, or a pixel, which is quite funny. But then we go to the next episode, and it is a strange one. And it starts with Darwin not knowing something about Banana Joe is different, which he is wearing pants. Yeah, he is literally wearing pants. And yeah, they then come to realize that he's actually wearing pants. Like, it took him a long time. And yeah, Gumball with this face, and yeah, he does not like the change. He cannot process the change. And even outside, he is not able to process it. And even inside of his head, which, yeah, just having fire come and explosions coming out. And he says that this is not right, that he should not be wearing pants like this since he's overdressing, since he is technically already dressed with his banana peel. And then, yeah, he's just trying to tell Banana Joe about this whole pants thing, and he's trying to show these different styles that he could do with the like. Oh my goodness, that last one though. And yeah, everybody's trying to tell him to keep it down because they are in the library after all. And then yeah, he's trying not to vomit, and like yeah, he's just Gumball is really just going a little out of control here with Banana Joe. And Banana Joe explaining these different things as well, like even explaining how Penny used to have a cell, but now she's not. And then just explaining to all these other people. And we have Sussy. Yup, Sussy appears again. And even showing that Gumball should be wearing this cat collar. Like, and he's like, all offended like. And then Darwin has the realization that he feels like he has one of those thoughts where he feels like that he's at school naked and covering himself. And even wearing these pants of his own. And yeah, everybody else is starting to feel naked as well. Or, not well dressed. And yeah, making it very uncomfortable for everybody. And poor Penny, even trying to recreate a sail. And Tina as well. And just everybody just feeling also uncomfortable. And poor Penny as well inside of her made up cell falls in a hole too. Which yeah, they're having to do something with Banana Joe. And yeah, him doing these stretches, oh my word, which yeah, they're all gross. But then they actually have an idea of their own, which is very creepy. Or not well creepy, but kind of But yeah, everybody is naked of their own. Yeah, everybody decides to be naked of their own to Banana Joe. And of course, he's not realizing. Even Sarah just having her head rolling too. And everybody in class is just, yeah, all different. And he still does not get. And look, Darwin doesn't have shoes on, but it's not censored like it would normally. And yeah, I love the paper airplane flying in the air to cover Gumball, though. But yeah, we then see Banana Barbara and Banana Joe's dad as well. And then he comes to the realization, yeah, just seeing everybody naked. And I love how they censored Sussy. They covered the actual person who played the actual Chin. Because, it's an actual person. It's a live action Chin. A real person doing Sussy's Chin, obviously. So they blurred the actual face when doing Sussy. I just like, and yeah, he is just realizing and rips off his peel. And yeah, Gumball is still like grossed out. But yeah, very interesting episodes, I would say. But yeah, I'd like to know what y'all think. I'm gonna go to the next one.